know, cops all over the country have a lot of experience putting people in handcuffs.
Sure.
Yeah, but now some cops in Connecticut have had the pleasure of getting one man out of some handcuffs, if you know what I mean. Apparently, some guy went into the local sex shop, tried on some cuffs, and he couldn't get them off. The employees tried a few keys, but finally called the cops, who had to cut him out with their bolt cutters.
Okay, look, here's the thing. Pee Wee Herman's just trying something new. That's all.
Okay.
And now we go to Sacramento, where we find the mugshot of the week. Take a look at this guy.
What the bucks, man?
That's Jesse James Thomas. Word is he was drunk when he walked up to a cop to a cop car with a cop in it and jumped on the hood. Oh, and he was wearing a sombrero and the boxing glove. Yeah. Once up there, he just started shouting his name over and over and over and over. Cops later found him lying in the street and took him in for public drunkenness.
Really?
James Thomas.
Yeah, I know.
Put down your breakfast, children. A mom aboard a Qantas flight found maggots in her nuts. And she was already eating them. She thought they tasted funny, so she turned over at a headlight, and this is what she saw. The maker of the nuts say moths could have gotten in there, and the warehouse Qantas has offered to pay $700 over $1,600 flight.
Dang, good for her. $700 for a bag of bad nuts. Okay.
Oh no.
All right, well, I'll talk about a beef at a Baltimore McDonald's. Workers claim a coworker has taken off with one of the 3 winning Mega Million tickets that was part of an office pool. The problem? The ticket buyer, Marilyn Wilson, boasted to a newspaper that she bought the winning ticket on her own, apart from the ones that she bought for the pool.
Right.
Lottery officials say that they could resolve the issue with surveillance video and ticket time stamps if it really was the winning ticket. And what's crazy about it is, like, why do these people always claim that they won?
Right.
Oh, yeah, here's the money.
Exactly. Now, the report from the Post yesterday suggested that the surveillance video showed a guy buying this ticket at that time. So maybe, who knows if she's making the whole thing up or if she's got some connection to this guy.
They were on the right track, I think, by buying the lottery tickets and locking them up in a safe.
Yes.
Everyone should get a copy. If you go in an office pool, everyone get a copy of it, and no one else go buy any other tickets.
Right,
if
because
you can settle on
the
that.
mistake they made is giving her extra cash to get
it
more
later
on the way home.
And then she goes, well, I put my extra $1 in and bought my personal ticket. Well, then, I mean, how do we know that that was your dollar, not the dollar I gave you to buy?
My brother is, I don't necessarily call him a scammer, but he goes, man, I know how to cheat the lottery. I'm
How
like,
do you
"Okay."
cheat?
He goes, what you do is you get the balls, you put a needle and put a little bit of liquid in it. That way they don't rise up to the top. I'm like, how would you even get near?
But how does he get near
That's how you do it. I can do it, man. That's how they do it. Anyway.
Arizona's
That's your
governor.
brother.
Yeah. Well, and when's the last time you saw your brother?
Well, I haven't seen him in quite some time. Anyway.
Okay. What do you say we dip into the crazy criminals files?
Oh,
Let's do it.
no.
What do you think? Are you feeling it?
Yeah.
Okay, why does Batman keep getting in trouble with the law? Just last week, we told you about the Baltimore Cape Crusader who was pulled over for speeding, but at least he was on his way to cheer up some kids at the hospital. And now, a Bar Harbor Batman was busted for threatening on Facebook to blow up a hospital unless he got $1 million. Cops got him on a terrorizing, but he says it was just an April Fool's joke.
No, that would be the Joker.
Yes, thank you.
All right, if you're going to try to smuggle an illegal item onto a plane, don't hide it in another item banned from carry-on. The man hiding a knife in a jar of mayonnaise was stopped by security screeners in New York's Kennedy Airport yesterday. He didn't know that the mayo was considered a gel and is on the ban list, including my ban list. The TSA let him board his flight, but not before swiping the knife in the mayo.
Was he planning on making a sandwich?
He was making a sandwich. Miracle Whip, believe it or not, it's allowed to be on. It's kind of weird.
Sometimes you need that when you're up that high.
Can you imagine
in
the
the
guy who hides the knife and the mayo thinking, where I'm going, there won't be any knives. I gotta have my knife with me.
And mayo.
Hey, Andy, do you hide the knife and the mayo last night?
Talk about marking your territory. 59-year-old Raymond Foley has been charged with criminal mischief after turning himself in this week for peeing on the chairs of his attractive female coworkers at the Farm Bureau.
Awesome.
Security cameras, which were installed
Not
after the mysterious stains began appearing on the chairs last fall, caught the peer in the act. The damage equals one lost job and $4,500 in ruined chairs.
$4,500. Wow, some kind of chairs.
Wow.
Well, you don't have to be born a woman to compete in the Miss Universe pageant, Q. Congrats to you. Congrats to Jenna Telekova. She's the transgender. And, oh, I think she's really hot. But now I'm confused about my own sexuality participant in the 2012 Miss Universe Canada pageant. The organization kicked her out initially because being born a woman was one of the rules. Telekova started hormone therapy at 14, underwent surgery at 19. Wow. The Miss Universe. What about our friends over there on the Mars? But they're unisex. We don't even know they're eunuchs. On Mars, Miss Universe.
Scared me.
Tennessee's governor is ready to sign a bill this week that critics say will take evolution out of schools. Lawmakers passed a bill which just protects teachers who allow students to criticize evolution, global warming, and other scientific theories. Teachers, though, claim the bill will not affect the state's science classes, and critics say officials are rolling back the clock on science in the name of religion. We'll just have to see how this story evolves.
Are you here for the rest of the week?
All week.
Okay, good.
This weekend in Daytona Beach.
Kicking off health news this morning, half of cancer survivors die from other diseases. Good to know. The longer patients survived after their initial cancer diagnosis, the more likely they were to die from another disease. 33% died from another condition within 5 years of diagnosis, compared with 63% after 20 years, and most died from cardiovascular disease.
Well, people who love... Mitch, can you help me out here?
Somebody give me some salmonella sushi.
Sushi should be on high alert for salmonella thanks to a growing outbreak. Well, imagine that. Salmonella in uncooked fish.
Shocking.
The FDA and CDC are looking into possible food poisoning cases with at least 90 people in 19 East and Gulf Coast states. Luckily, no one has died from contaminated seafood. Health officials are focusing on 6 restaurants from Texas to Connecticut, saying the spicy tuna roll is, quote, highly suspect. And I hate reporting this story because I love sushi, and I can hear my father at home right now going, "See, I told you, son, you don't eat uncooked fish, it's unnatural."
I can eat it. I'm not a big fan of it, really. I'm not. I mean, I like everything cooked, unless it's deep fried.
Mitch, honey. Oh, really? Yeah. We're going to get technical this morning.
We sure are.
Yeah, we are. And you know what? That's really bad for your health.
I think Andy's been on his phone a little bit too long. Now, how is such?
True. That's true.
Okay.
Believe it or not, I think 5 minutes on the phone per week for Andy is too much. Smartphones are a growing trend, but they could be ruining your life. It turns out we are so addicted to the devices that we don't know when to hit the brakes, and that could be wrecking our health. You know, it's one of those things where whether you're driving behind the wheel and distracted, or whether you spend too much time on the phone and ignore your social obligations, a study from Harvard Business School shows turning off cell phones one night a week could increase your happiness and help you perform better at work. Just one night a week. Other research finds that light that's emitted from the cell phones is a problem for your sleep. It interrupts your sleep.
Yeah. Mine does this because I keep my phone charged up right next to me. And when I was on the Disney cruise, was the last week? I have no service, and I really did.
Did you have withdrawals?
Fix. Yes, I really did. So.
Well, see, there you go.
Anyway, so this was some good ideal to do. If you think you are addicted to your cell phone, though, check this out. They're called the Google Goggles,
These
possibly.
are amazing.
And basically, it's giving you an augmented reality. And how such is that you can look around, and it's going to kind of show you what's around in your neighborhood. Look, check this out. This is a camera using the Google Goggles.
Okay.
And all these things can pop up. You can check out your email and you know, talk about products, and you imagine, look, see everything that you do. Now, I saw this on a car at CES.
A car?
And well, it showed you the GPS. I can't see how this can be dangerous.
Wow, yeah. Khalid, Sheikh Mohammed, you know, the terrorist that wears that white crew neck t-shirt so well. That sexy guy.
I do what I can, you know?
He's been some women are into that. Come on. Some men are into that too.
Some people do macrame with all that.
Men do macrame, you're right. He's been charged as the mastermind of the 9/11 attacks. The U.S. officially charged Mohammed yesterday.
Timely.
Along with 4 others, 10 years later, for orchestrating the World Trade Center attacks. The 5 will be arraigned in Guantanamo and could be sentenced to death.
Yeah, that was quick. That was a real quick prosecution there.
Yeah.
9/11, right. And ain't it cool news? The home of the president is the icon of America's democracy. For 200 years, it's housed the first family. Now you can take a tour of it anytime you want, even in your underwear.
That's great for terrorism.
I would agree. Oh, I never even thought of that.
I'm sorry.
Google Art project now allows web surfers a chance to experience a virtual tour of the People's House using space-age technology cameras. You can check out every nook and cranny, except, of course, where Bill Clinton's cigar went.
Oh.
Where his cigar went.
Was that considered
That
a
may
cranny?
never be found.
Where his cigar went.
And yet more fake journalists make more news than real journalists' news.
Yes.
Stephen Colbert has won his 2nd Peabody Award for
Kelly.
excellence in broadcasting. No, not that one. This time for his satirical segments on super PACs. Colbert actually launched his own super PAC and then staged a series of interviews and monologues lampooning the process by which candidates avoid those spending limits. Brilliant.
I want to thank R. Kelly for years and years of jokes.
I know.
Thank you so much.
Hello, 911. I bit into a burger and it's nasty. The LA Times says that's the call a Tennessee woman made not once but twice last week. Donna Nichols told 911 dispatchers she worked 7 hours just to afford the burger and all she wanted was a refund.